So we can practice doing this visual ratio or fractions, division of fractions as a ratio comparison of fractions. We can draw our picture and make sure that you can draw a picture for these. So we have a 1/8 fraction. Okay, so there's a 1/8 fraction here. And I want to compare that to a 1/2 fraction. So what's the ratio of comparison here? So if I have just a 1/2 here like that, I could probably see it's a 1:4, so the answer looks like 1/4. If I actually divide it into the same number of pieces, it's very clear. I have one of these to exactly 4 of those. So the answer to this division must be 1/4. Okay, so there's one part in the numerator and 4 parts in the denominator. Okay, so the answer is 1/4. So looking at this one here, same thing, we can just compare a 1/6 fraction. So here's my 1/6 fraction, and I can compare that to a 2/3 fraction. Okay, so I have 2/3 here. It's a little bit hard to tell, but it looks like 1/4 here. If I just kind of divide this up into the same size pieces, it's much clearer. I have one part compared to 4 parts in a ratio, so the answer must be 1/4. Okay, so this ratio, comparing ratios of fractions, is the same as division, because division essentially is a ratio comparison. This one here, we have 1/4 fraction divided by 1/3. So here's my 1/4 fraction. Here's my 1/3 fraction. Now it looks like it's just a little bit less than 1. This one's really kind of hard to compare, but again, if we can kind of make this into the same size pieces, or just get a common denominator. So I'm going to do this into 3 pieces here, to 12ths. I don't need to do the whole thing, but I'm going to do that anyways. And here we can do this into 12ths by dividing into 4. Okay, so we have, in this case, 3/12 compared to 4/12, so the answer must be 3/4, and that looks about right. This shaded area looks like it's about 3/4 of that shaded area. So the answer is 3/4. Okay. All right, so this ratio of comparison of 1/4 fraction to a 1/3 fraction gives us a 3:4 comparison. Okay, so this is a visual way of confirming this fraction division. It's a good way to understand what's going on. Divide as a ratio helps us model fraction division.